Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. All right, guys, welcome to today's session. Welcome to today's session. Uh, all right, so just give me a minute. Let me quickly share the link out. All right, so I believe we can all hear me and also see my chart loaded up. So today's session is going to be quite simple and short and as sweet as possible. I can promise you that. All right, but before we start up, right, we'll just give a little bit of allowance for some other people to still join us. This is 4 minutes past 2. All right, so we'll be kicking off fully by 8 minutes past 2. All right, between 8 or 9 minutes past 2. So that will be in the next 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes preparedly. So 9 minutes past 2, we'll be kicking off. Right? So if you're with us already, just sit back, relax, and you can just wait. All right, so kicking off very, very shortly. Like I said, I'm very sure you're going to have a wonderful time with us today. So just relax and we'll kick off shortly. In exactly 4 minutes time, we'll be kicking off. So if you're just joining us, we'll be kicking off exactly in the next 3 minutes time. All right. So steadily, I'm just allowing some time off to allow more of our guys to get in with us. All right. So we don't want them to miss anything that we're going to be talking about today. Um, so yeah, you can just relax and then we'll kick off very, very, very short. Exactly 3 minutes time. All right, guys. So 1 minute till we start. 1 minute. Are you ready? All right. So if you're not ready, I hope you're going to be ready very soon. All right. So exactly 1 minute's time. We'll be kicking off. All right, guys. Welcome everyone to today's live session with us at EasyFX Academy. All right. Today's Thursday, the 14th of November, 2024, and usually we have these streams because we believe that towards the end of the week, all right, if you've had a very frustrating week, all right, or maybe even if you've had a very beautiful week already, all right, and you just want that little bit of profit, all right, to just add up, to your portfolio, all right, we are here for you, all right, and also if you have maybe faced one or two, things that might have given you or that you might have had questions with, right, or questions about rather. So maybe you were trading and then you saw that something happened and you didn't quite understand why exactly the market reacted like that. Or maybe you marked out your demand, you marked out your supply, you marked out all the stuff you were supposed to mark out. And then somehow price still decided to whine you, all right, and also take out, your stop loss. And you're wondering why exactly did this happen to me? What did I do wrong? Or maybe you just have a general question about the Forex market, about the market in general. All right, we are here to answer those questions. All right, and we're going to be doing that very shortly. All right, so first up, all right, this is a session where we also get to share trade trade ideas. All right, with you, all right, trades that are watching out to play out very soon. So I'll just give you some quickly. All right, so this is BTC USD. All right, on the 1 hour time frame. All right, so one thing I'm going to say, all right, before I even go on is that we should be expecting some high impact news very soon. I think we should see um we should see the high impact news release in about few minutes time. I think about 20 minutes time or so. If I'm not mistaken. All right, let me just quickly check that and confirm. All right, so we should be expecting some strong, enough fundamentals dropping by the way soon. All right, but all the same, let's see what we can, draw up before then and then work based off of that. All right, so let's go to dollar first before I explain what I am currently watching out for on um some of the other pairs, right? So let me just confirm. Yes, we are seeing core PPI and PPI and unemployment claims. All right, those will be dropping by 2:30 p.m. All right, now if I want to judge any news, all right, by what exactly happened yesterday for CPI, all right, I'll be tempted to say that we might not see as much of a significant move as you are used to seeing from high impact news, especially today. All right, which are even seeing the fact that this is quote unquote just PPI. All right, but all the same, it's still an high impact news, and we should still be careful about that. We should still watch out for whatever plays that might get to bring. All right, so all that being said, let's go to daily time frame quickly on the DXY chart. All right, so let's just have an idea of what exactly we are currently seeing from the dollar. Currently, dollar has broken above this previous high around here and still looks to be fairly bullish. All right, so you'll be able to realize that currently what is still pushing the dollar, for the meantime, oh, excuse me, what is still currently pushing dollar, all right, apart from what you're currently seeing on your chart, all the lines that you might have drawn up on your chart is fundamentals, right? So you're seeing that the fundamentals also are very important, right? So we're seeing that price should still maybe get a little bit of a push towards the upside. All right. Price looks to be inside or looks, yeah, not looks to be, actually is in this order block around here. All right, this one that came or that was followed by this gap. All right, and it looks to me like we might still get to see price, break above it. However, maybe we'll get some level of weakness overall, maybe on the lower time frame. But overall, I think we should still get to see some push towards the upside from the dollar. All right, so that's just from a daily time frame perspective, rather. Let's see on the 2 hour time frame, anything similar. On the 2 hour time frame, we look to have gotten a form of a rejection, right? I'm referring to this bearish candle that just formed, or the last bearish candle that just formed. All right, so if this candle closes bearish, all right, then it's very likely that what we'll be getting to see will be a completion of a rally-based drop. All right, and then we might be watching out for price to continue bearish. However, I think overall for me, I'm still going to be quite bullish on the DXY. You can see that we have some level of consolidation around here. You can see multiple doji candles. All right, so we guess to tell me that eventually we get to see price drop. All right, it should not pass this level, then we should get to see that bullish continuation towards the upside. All right, so overall, I'm quite bullish on the dollar. All right, but let's just watch out for some of these guys and let's see what exactly we can be expecting, from some of them. All right, so let me start with BTC. This is going to be, a more or less a high risk trade. All right, but of course, this is still quite conservative. All right, so this will be the trade. So congrats to those who have BTC in their bags and are currently happy, and they are all saying, "Oh, we're in the bull run, we're in the bull run." And if you're part of those who are shouting bull run, but you don't have any BTC in your bag, congrats to you. But you might have other currencies for BTC. How they say, congrats to everybody that is somehow participating in the current move from the bull run, right? Quote unquote, the bull run. All right, so this is what I'm expecting currently on BTC USD. Buy entry, very simple. Buy entry, if at all. Now, this is very, very, how do I put this? Is a very, very, very extremely conservative trade. All right, and this might not be something that we may get to see anytime soon. All right, this might be something that you might wait for years, not years anyway, but for quite some time. All right, my entry will be maybe we get say a retracement back to around 87. All right, 87,152, 87,152. Your stop loss can be around 85,990. Take profits will be 93,476. All right, so that will be if at all we get to see a drop. You can see that for this, I'm not going lower than the 2-hour time frame. So that basically is just it. I'm not really going to be taking too much time, on this particular chart. All right, so I hope that is clear for what we're seeing currently on BTC USD. Like I said, if at all we get to see that retracement as far back as there, then definitely this should be something we might be watching out to capitalize on. All right, so all that is clear for BTC USD. So let's go into some of the ones that most forex traders will be more interested in. Let's start from gold. This is gold on the 2-hour time frame again. All right, my entry criteria is very, very simple. This whole region shows me that there was some level of consolidation here. All right, and currently I'm going to be using that region as that region to be where I'll be looking out for entries from. All right, so basically my entry is going to be from around this previous support that was broken here. So let me just adjust this. And on this trade, I'll be targeting between 1:2 and 1:3. Right, but we can decide to later on, maybe once the trade gets to 1:2, you can close partials and then just relax and allow price to do its thing. Right, so let's see. What's a little bit above here? Yeah, so this will be the entry. Entry will be around. My entry for this will be around 2589.37, 2589.37. My stop loss will be around 2621.94, and my take profit will be around 2471.76. Entry 2589.37, stop loss 2621.94, take profit 2471.76. That'll be my final TP. All right, my first TP will be around 2537.38. 2537.38. All right, so I hope that is clear. This was the last gold trade we were able to take from our previous Thursday session, live session. All right, and you can see that this played out quite well. We reached 3.15. Very, very sweet, very, very short, very, very sweet. All right, I think before we got to say completion of this trade, it took till about Monday due to market conditions and other things like that. All right, but I think we can watch out for how this plays out during the course of the week. All right, so let me see. I just leave it as it was before. All right, so this is currently what I'm watching out for. Overall, I'm watching out for about 3 to 6. Sorry, 1:3.6 risk to reward. I was saying 3 to 6, but yeah, all the same. 1:3.6 risk to reward. All right, on this trade, you can see that my take profit is still quite fast. So you can take partials around this current low. This current low that price just made, that will be around 2536.47 or so. You can take that will be around your TP1. Or your TP2 can be somewhere around here. This is around 251. Let me give you the coordinates again, 2514.44 for your TP2, and then your final TP3 can be the initial one I mentioned around 2471.76. Right, so you can see that currently we are seeing a very massive drop from gold, and it is basic. All right, so for those of you who are active or active traders of chart pattern, this is a very simple, very beautiful head and shoulder pattern here. And price is just continuing in that wise. Price was giving us a big below the trend, the neckline rather. Seeing price come back towards that neckline region, this would have been a much better entry if I had seen it. But all the same, all right, for the sell out there, we're still seeing price dropping a little bit more. So this was the previous all-time high at a certain point of time anyway. All right, this was the previous all-time high. And I'm expecting that price would that's around there anyway where I get to this current rejection from. So I'm still expecting that price would come towards there and break it. All right, so you can see that around the time we got to see this previous all-time high around here. This is around 2533.33, right? You can see that around that point in time, price actually had some level of consolidation before price eventually got enough strength to break out of that range. What do I mean by that? Basically this, where we got to see this happen for some days, right, before price eventually had enough strength to give us that break. So I want to see price still drop, towards this low here. All right, so that being said, I'm very sure you've gotten that. That's very that is quite straightforward, right? So for gold, so I'm just watching out for a sell entry. All right, so retracement towards the upside, get our sell entries, and we push from there. All right, so that is clear for gold. Let's go to USD CAD next. Now, this is one of the guys that usually I don't necessarily trade as much. All right, but I got to see something quite interesting on it, and it would be a waste to see a trade and then to see an opportunity rather and then miss it. All right, so this is going to be your entry. It's a very simple return to order block. Get your buy entry in the overall trend for the buy. Right? Very simple trade. Entry is going to be around 1.39629, right? Your stop loss 1.39210. Your take profit about 1.40890. Again, entry 1.39629, right? Take profit around, sorry, stop loss around 1.39210, take profit around 1.40890. Right, that is basically what I'm watching out for currently on USD CAD, just to get in on this current buy movements that we are seeing, this current bullishness that we are seeing. So before I move on, please, if you have any commodities that you want us to look at together, please drop them in the chat box and we'll look at them together before we end. If you have any questions you want to ask us, drop them in the chat box and we can look at them. Dean, so what do you think about people? What do you think about PPI? Do you think it will be weak, or do you think it will be a weak or a strong dollar? All right, so usually when it comes to high impact news, all right, personally I do not necessarily get to look at PPI so much. All right, reason being that I tend to focus more towards NFP and CPI. NFP, yes, NFP and CPI, right? So for PPI, that's why we touched on the DXY chart initially. For PPI, if at all we might get to see some level of bearishness, but I believe that it should not last long. All right, it might not necessarily be, and I'm judging based on what we even got to see from CPI news. That was yesterday, I believe. Yes, yesterday. All right, you can see that the CPI news didn't really give us anything significant when it comes to moves, right, as compared to what you would expect for your regular CPI, right? So basically, I'm expecting that even if we get to see price, even if we get to see a weaker dollar, right, we might not see it act so much, we might not see so much of an impact. Hence me drawing this on my DXY chart, right? So something towards is just a short drop into here, and then price should get to continue its move. Oops, sorry. Price should get to continue its move towards the upside. Yeah, so something like this. So this is what I'm just going to be watching out for on DXY. All right, so I hope that is clear, Dean. All right, so let's quickly go on. I've already shown you USD cards. Let's see. We have about 8 more minutes before the PPI itself is released. All right, so a PPI and unemployment claims, right? So let's see how that plays out. So this is GBP USD on. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame again. These are trades that this is about 103. I'd say we are quite conversant to me. Once I see 103, I'm quite satisfied, and I don't think I'm so good like that. All right, so this is the trade. Very simple. Buy into here. All right, this should be all right. Sweep towards the upside. Entry is 1.27911. 1.27911. Stop loss 1.28436. 1.28436. Take profit 1.26335. Again, entry 1.27991, stop loss 1.28436, take profit 1.26335. So quite simple, quite straightforward. Is what I'm currently watching out for on GBP USD. All right, please. So if you're on this stream right now and you have not liked this video, please do well to like it right now, right now, right now. If the thumbs up button just towards the left side of your screen, just click it. All right, just let us know that yes, people are here and they like our content. Let us know. So we appreciate that. All right, so this is basically what I'm currently watching out for on GU. Quite simple, I believe. So I basically have one more commodity I would love to share with us. Before, is it one or two? I think it's just one. All right, before I'm going to end today's stream, but again, if you have any commodities you want us to check out together, just drop them in the chat section before I leave. All right, I have two commodities to actually show us that personally I'm watching out for. But let's just look at AU first. All right, then we'll look at GBP and ZD. I think we can call it a session if at all we do not have any request. All right, so similar to what we just saw on GU is what I'm expecting rather on EU. Right, so again, so this can be your final TP. Just put all of this here for formality's sake, right? So this be the trade entry is around sorry, I'm just giving a minute, please. Okay, 1.06839. The entry can be around 1.06839. Your take profit 1.07374. For your TP1 for this trade will be around 1.05964, and your TP2 will be around 1.04996. 1.04996. All right, so that basically is what I'm watching out for on EU right now. How that is clear also. All right, so PPI news should be coming out in about 5 minutes. So let's see how that plays out. Why do I feel like this guy has left me behind? As actually, all right. So this was a trade I was watching out for on GBP and ZD, right? So I was just basically waiting out for price to come back into this region and then we test, and I've seen that price has actually already come back and looks to still be dropping. All right, so this current consolidation is just what I do not necessarily like. But let's see how price does breaking below this low around here. All right, but I believe that this sell should hold up. My entry previously was around 2.15988. My stop loss was or is still 2.16724, and my take profit is 2.14475. All right, but currently it seems that price has already tapped into, or not it seems, that's right, what we are seeing right now. Price has actually tapped into that region, and we seem to be getting the sell move already happening. All right, news is coming out in about 3 minutes 40 seconds. All right, so maybe I'll just stay here on the call for a bit longer. Let us see how everything plays out. All right, but if you have any commodities, like I said, that you want us to check out, basically I have exhausted from the things that I wanted to share with us when it comes to what I'm currently seeing, or trees I'm currently looking at on the charts right now. All right, so basically let me hear from you. If you have any commodities you want us to check out together, just drop them in the chat box, or if you have questions, drop them in the chat box. If you do not have any questions, if you don't have any commodities, there's no problem. Or we can just stay. So I wanted to ask what a 5 lot trade is. Are you asking what a 5 lot trade is? I'm not sure if I get the question right, but if you're asking what a 5 lot trade is, it just means that the person opened a position of 5 lot size on their on the commodity, on the pair. Like they just open 5 lot size right on the pair. It's very, very straightforward, I believe. Alternatively, what some people do is that they do not open, they don't, well, that's what they call stacking anyway. You don't open just 5 lot size. For example, you might be willing to open 5 lot size, but you not open it at just one single position, right? You can open it as, you can open 0.5 in 10 places, all right? You're still opening a total lot size of 5, all right? 0.5 in 10 places, right? Or one lot size in 5 places, right? But still 5 lot size. So that basically is it. If I'm getting your question right, that's the answer. You should be dropping in a few more minutes. All right, you should be dropping in a few more minutes. That's about 2 minutes. 2 minutes exactly, actually. All right, so Dean, I hope I've answered your question. What a 5 lot trade? So if you are winning, all right, and if you have the liquidity, if you have the margin, and you have the equity, and you have everything, you have the money in your account currently to trade 5 lot sizes, that can be that 5 lot size. Don't make me talk. It's not financial advice. That one's NFA, not financial advice, but Any trade that you see, just carry your time lot size and be happy. If you go hard, it's one of two things. You can either go hard or you go home. All right, so choose anyone. But if you're already at home, then you can either go hard or you stay. So if you're at home, you can just decide to be going hard, going hard, going hard, going hard. That's actually something that a lot of traders, I feel, to some extent, they might not get to know. You can find a position in your life or a place in your life where you are very, very comfortable, all right, and you still want to get more. Where you know that even if you lose everything, you cannot die. You can find that place. There are some type of risks that you'll be able to take with your full chest. All right, so the news is coming out in less than a minute, 49 seconds more. All right, seal the news release. All right, so I promise to stay with us till after the news release, then we'll look at all the trade ideas that we just dropped and possibly go through each any of them and see how the fundamentals are played along with our technical analysis. All right, so next, how many minutes? How many seconds? 22. I would have done a countdown, but there's no need. There's no need. Unfortunately, I didn't set this stream up to be able to play music. If not, I'll have been giving you very, very soft, very, very soft vibes. Maybe I'll have been playing risk, something to just give you morale. And the news is currently out. All right, so we're seeing some level of reactions currently on GBP That seems to lead me to be, let's quickly check DXY. All right, that this guy looks to have some level of strength. Let us see. As opposed to what we are used when it comes to IU pathways. All right, you can see that we are not really seeing so much. I've been seeing that my chat. No, it's not my chat. I thought that my chat was maybe being stagnant, but it really is my chat. Okay, all right. We're still seeing some push. All right, still in it. All right. So basically the core PPI and the PPI news basically came out the same as the forecast. All right, but fortunately unemployment claims came out as positive. All right, positive value. Previous value was 221K. All right, the forecast was expected that things would become worse at 224K. Right, but actual value came out at 217. All right, so you have the fact that unemployment has now reduced. All right, since unemployment has reduced, or since the unemployment claims have reduced, you should have a stronger dollar overall. All right, so the cumulative result of this of the news release is actually stronger, coming out stronger for the US dollar of the core PPI month over month, PPI month over month, and then the unemployment claims basically. All right, so let us see. I do not think what we've seen any of our trades or our trade ideas should have been affected. It doesn't look good at all. It cannot even look like it. Okay, USD card seems to have given us a very USD card took a brunt of it. All right, but let's see. Let me still see if this still looks like a possibility. Yes, I believe so. Oh, but very, very strong rejection for me. Can you see this? Very, very strong rejection. All right, so let me see on the 15. Amazon. All right, but let's still watch out. I think I gave GU also. GU. For us, that's not much. That's not really. Let me see GBP and ZD. Okay, seems it's still trying to stabilize itself. All right, so I'll just stay for a little bit longer. I also believe USD card will buy when which is as an exactly I believe so too. All right, but let's see. This my GBP and ZD trade is just what I'm watching out for. This is already 14:32. All right, we spent about 30 minutes or so on this call already. All right, but I just want to stay for a bit longer. All right, don't worry. You can enjoy my company for a little bit longer. So, let's see. I'm watching out for the current reactions here. Price already gave us this very good pivot region around here. Price is still trying to stabilize itself after this news release. All right, so this candle should be closing in about 12 minutes or so. It's on 15-minute time frame. So if I see that this candle closes bullish and bearish, all right, I feel like it closes bearish below this line, then definitely for me, I think I just watch out for that sell to continue on its way. All right, but basically, most of our trades have not been touched even by the news release. All right, by the news release now. We have not really been affected. Like I said, the news came out stronger for the dollar, so we should still be seeing that push, push, push. Let me go to 1 hour for this. So definitely we'll know how all these things will go out, all right, in the next hour or so. All right, once some of these candles get to close out, possibly wait for the close of maybe the 30 minutes candle, or maybe even the 15, oh sorry, even maybe even the 1 hour candle, rather 30 minutes of 1 hour candle. You can just wait out for the close of the 1 hour candle. Something seems like trend and liquidity around here. But if at all we get to see price sweep that point, right, and then this will be sell side liquidity here, and then price pushes for us to get that back. All right, so how that is clear, Um, all right, since I asked before if anybody had any commodities they wanted us to look at together, but apparently no. All right, so with all of these being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bosses and bossettes, thank you very much for joining us for today's live trading session, right? I'm very sure you've gained some value. All right, and if you have any commodities you want us to check out together, just drop them in the chat box, and maybe in our next session, possibly in our market review session on Sunday, we'll be able to look at it together. All right, but I'm very sure we're going to have a profitable rest of the week. Thank you for joining. By all means, like I usually say, please do well to share this video. All right, you have guys that are traders, also you have friends that are traders that need this type of things. All right, sometimes what you just need for you to take that trade, all right, is just somebody telling you that, oh, I'm seeing that same thing that you are seeing, and then you have all the confidence in the world to raise that 500 lot size on gold. Right. So thank you very much for joining us, and do have a very, very enjoyable rest of the week. Bye and God bless.